There's a quiet force moving beneath modern relationships, ancient, invisible, and as old as life itself. It doesn't care about your love letters, the years you spent together, or the promises whispered in the dark. It moves silently inside the female mind, guiding choices in ways even she can't fully explain. This force is hypergamy, the instinctual drive in women to seek the best possible mate in terms of value, status, strength, and future security. Men fear this force because it exposes a harsh reality. Love may feel eternal, but evolution is not sentimental. A woman can care for you deeply, laugh with you, build memories with you, and still feel a magnetic pull toward a man she perceives as higher value. This is not personal betrayal. It is biology, and biology does not apologize. The Stoics, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, taught that we must see the world as it is, not as we wish it to be. To rage at nature is to lose twice. Your task is not to stop hypergamy. You cannot. Your task is to understand it, and then build a life so rooted in discipline, strength, and self-respect that no instinct, no sudden shift of desire can shake your foundation. Let's walk through the hidden realities of female hypergamy. 20 truths that are as terrifying as they're enlightening. Each will show you not only the instinct, but the stoic lesson it carries. Because knowledge without wisdom is just fear. But knowledge with stoicism becomes power. 1. Women upgrade without warning. A woman can seem fully devoted one day, sharing dreams of the future, and yet shift overnight if a higher value man enters her world. In tribal times, females often left weaker males when stronger hunters arrived. Today, this shows up when a woman leaves a long-term relationship for someone with more status, ambition, or resources. Her brain doesn't label it betrayal. It labels it survival. Stoic lesson, Epictetus reminds us, do not seek for things to happen as you wish, but wish for things to happen as they do. This instinct is not cruelty. It is nature. Your security lies not in her promises, but in your own constant growth. Maintain your value. Stay ambitious. Never stagnate. 2. Status erases flaws. A man with high enough status can bypass red flags that would destroy a lower value man. Wealth, fame, or power act like a halo, blinding women to negatives. A wealthy man can be arrogant, unreliable, even openly selfish, and still have women lining up. Psychologists call this a halo effect, where one powerful trait blinds people to weaknesses. Stoic lesson. Marcus Aurelius wrote, everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Do not envy the man whose status shields his flaws. Instead, build your own reputation and inner character so that external rank becomes a natural reflection of inner strength. 3. Security never feels final even if you provide stability and devotion. A woman's instincts never stop scanning the environment for a better option. Experiments show that women in relationships still notice high-status men more when ovulating. Her brain is always, quietly, running an upward search. Stoic lesson. Seneca wrote, it is not the man who is too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Understand that her scanning is not about you being not enough. It is simply nature. Your task is to remain valuable for yourself, not to cage her instincts. Control only what is yours to control. 4. Hypergamy hides behind kindness. A woman may genuinely love a man and still feel pulled towards someone she perceives as higher value. She might adore her boyfriend, yet feel a sudden shift when introduced as confident, powerful friend. This isn't a conscious plan. It's a biological signal that overrides logic. Stoic lesson. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Do not mistake affection for immunity. Cherish kindness, but ground your happiness in your own discipline, not in another person's affection. 5. Social proof re-ranks you instantly when other women desire a man. His perceived value spikes. A man ignored at a party can suddenly become magnetic when women laugh at his jokes. This is called mate choice copying. Women use the interests of other females as a guide to male value. Stoic lesson. The wise man does not chase validation. Instead, he becomes the kind of man who naturally draws it. Work on your craft, your body, your mission. Let the world whisper your value rather than demand it. 6. Hypergamy punishes weakness ruthlessly the moment a man loses rank, whether it's losing a job, collapsing into self-pity, or letting his discipline rot. Female instincts begin to retreat. In ancient tribes, women avoided men who fell down the hierarchy because survival depended on strength. Even today, a sudden loss of drive can create a subtle cooling in her affection. Stoic lesson, Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. Do not fear loss, fear complacency. Your value is not a trophy you win once. It is a discipline you must protect every single day." 7. Potential outweighs the present of man with visible momentum, ambition, growth, a rising trajectory. Often outshines a man who is stable but stagnant. A young man still building his empire can be more magnetic than an older man who has already plateaued. Evolution favors a climb. Stoic lesson, Seneca warned, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Keep climbing. Your worth is not just what you own today, but the direction in which you're moving. 8. Her standards only go up once a woman experiences a higher level of man. It is almost impossible for her to feel excitement for a lower level again. A woman who has dated a CEO may struggle to bond with an average professional. This is a contrast effect. The mind judges everything against its highest experience. Stoic lesson, do not beg her to come back down. Instead, remember Epictetus. Freedom is the only worthy goal in life. It is won by disregarding things that lie beyond our control. Her recalibrated standards are beyond your control. Your upward growth is not. 9. Hypergamy is contagious. Women often adopt higher expectations after seeing their peers climb the ladder. A woman who once dated average men may suddenly demand more after a friend marries into wealth. In tribal settings, women copied upward moves to increase survival odds. Stoic lesson, environment shapes desire. Instead of resenting her rising standards, build an environment of excellence around yourself, like attracts like. 10. Hypergamy is never satisfied no matter how high a man's value. A woman's instincts will always scan for the next level. Even celebrities and political leaders face betrayal when a woman sees someone higher. This scanning is not treachery. It is ancient programming. Stoic lesson, Seneca said, "He who is brave is free." Freedom comes from knowing that you can never own another person's instincts. You can only own your effort, your discipline, your mind. 11. Hypergamy test. Without words, a woman may create small challenges, a delayed text, a canceled plan, a teasing remark about another man. These are not random. They are unconscious probes to confirm that you still rank high. Stoic lesson, do not react with anger or anxiety. As Epictetus taught, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Stay calm, stay grounded. Passing the test is not about outsmarting her, but about remaining unshaken. 12. Fame outranks character. A man known widely, even for foolish or reckless behavior, often gets more female attention than a man of quiet integrity. Visibility itself signals dominance in evolutionary terms. Stoic lesson, do not chase cheap fame. Instead, cultivate earned visibility, master in your craft, respect in your field. Let your reputation arise from excellence, not chaos. 13. Hypergamy rewrites history after moving upward. Women often reinterpret past relationships as mistakes, even when they once felt happy. This isn't lying. It's the brain rewriting memory to justify a new position on the ladder. Stoic lesson, do not seek validation from a memory. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the memory of everything is very soon overwhelmed in time. Your character is the only record that matters. 14. Rivalry triggers desire. When another woman competes for a man, hypergamy spikes. A woman may suddenly pursue a man she ignored once. She sees another woman chasing him. This is mate choice copying in real time. Stoic lesson, do not manufacture jealousy. Focus on becoming a man whose value naturally draws attention. The goal is not manipulation, but mastery. 15. Success in one field bleeds everywhere. A man who dominates one area, sports, music, business, often receives respect in unrelated areas. This is another version of the halo effect. His excellence in one domain makes him appear powerful across the board. Stoic lesson: choose a domain, conquer it. Seneca wrote, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere." Focus creates the kind of excellence that hypergamy cannot ignore. 16. Hypergamy thrives in instability when a woman senses uncertainty in the world. Economic recession, political unrest, social chaos. Her instincts push harder to climb the hierarchy. In ancient times, unstable environments meant danger. Choosing the strongest, most dominant male increased their chances of survival. Today, this same instinct surfaces when the world feels shaky. Stoic lesson: Marcus Aurelius endured war, plague, and betrayal, yet wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." Do not fear chaos. Use it as fuel. The more unstable the world, the more critical it becomes to remain calm, capable, and unshakably competent. 17. High rank cancels red flags. A man with strong social or financial rank can display flaws that would destroy a lower ranked man. Arrogance, recklessness, even moral lapses can be reframed as confidence if they come from someone powerful. In group psychology, rank shield behavior. Stoic lesson: do not resent this truth. Instead, focus on cultivating real rank, competence, discipline, self-mastery, rather than empty displays. As Epictetus taught, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. 18. Hypergamy is silent until it strikes a woman, may seem perfectly loyal until an opportunity appears. Then her attitude can shift overnight. This is not conscious betrayal. It is ancient programming activating when a higher value male enters her social world. Stoic lesson: control is an illusion. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you'll find strength. Accept uncertainty. Anchor yourself in character, not guarantees. 19. Age sharpens the instinct. As women grow older, the pressure of time intensifies hypergamy. A woman in her late 20s or 30s may suddenly raise her standards, cutting off men she dated casually before. In evolutionary terms, this was tied to limited fertility windows. Stoic lesson: time sharpens all instincts, hers and yours. Seneca said, "While we wait for life, life passes." Do not waste your years begging for loyalty. Spend them building a life so strong that time becomes your ally, not your enemy. 20. Hypergamy never apologizes when a woman makes an upward move. She rarely sees it as betrayal. She frames it as growth, self-discovery, or simply what felt right. To her, it is not wrong. It is survival. Stoic lesson: Epictetus warned, don't demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do, and you will go on well. Do not expect apologies from nature. Focus on becoming a man who never needs them. The truths of hypergamy are not meant to poison your heart. They are meant to sharpen your vision. They are frightening only if you build your identity on someone else's emotions. A woman's love can be sincere, warm, and beautiful, but love and instinct live in separate rooms of the brain. Her heart may adore you, but her biology will still scan the horizon. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal from friends, loss of children, and the endless uncertainty of war. Yet he wrote each morning to remind himself, you could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. This is the essence of Stoicism. You cannot own a woman's instincts. You cannot stop the silent calculations of biology. But you can own your discipline, your ambition, your self-respect. You can build a life so full of purpose that you never need to beg for loyalty, because your value speaks louder than any promise. If these truths woke something inside you, remember this. Fear is useless. Action is everything. Stay on your mission. Keep building your value. Hypergamy does not reward words. It rewards growth. If this message resonated, share it with a man who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more Stoic truths. And most importantly, become the kind of man whose worth cannot be taken, only recognized.